Welcome back to Yoshi Entertainment, everybody. So here's another one of those situations. I thought I was gonna not do this, but I just can't. These people, they give me content to talk about. So if any of you don't know, this young woman, her name is Dani Lee or Dani Lay, whatever it is. And as of late, so she was dating the rapper The Baby, and she got pregnant for him. And I think she gave birth like 3 months ago, and all that time I think she had been staying with him, and all of a sudden he decides, I don't want you here no more, and literally calls the police on her and forced her to get out while she's breastfeeding her baby. And then he films the whole entire thing. Now you can say petty, that's beyond petty. That's not even petty. That's like cruelty level. But anyways, there is so much about this situation that's just messed up, so messed up. So first of all, here's the thing. So I gotta go all the way back to square one. First of all, I think before she had gotten pregnant or something like that, she made this song called Yellowbone. Yeah, I'm fist to talk about it, cause I'm fist to talk about it. And it was funny to me. I didn't even listen to the song. I didn't even give the song the time of day. I just knew what the song was about for the most part because of, other people who were talking about the song. But what was funny to me about her making that song and singing that song is, help me understand Yellowbone where? Yellowbone where? So I literally went to Wikipedia to find out who she is, or, her nationality, race, whatever you want to call it. And apparently she's Dominican. She's not black. She's not African American. She's not African. She's Dominican. So Yellowbone where? It just cracked me up and pissed me off at the same time that this non-black young woman is making a song about black women. A yellowbone clearly is a woman who's black, who's light-skinned. That's what a yellowbone is, in case anybody didn't know. That's why it was funny and ridiculous at the same time. Apparently in this song, she was really taking shots at his darker skinned baby mamas and, I guess dark skinned people in general, talking about Yellowbone is what he want. But anyways, what I don't understand is, so I'm still stuck on her not even being black and talking about Yellowbone. You want to talk about somebody who understood the assignment? No, sis misunderstood the assignment. She failed the assignment, y'all, with flying colors. But anyways, I did want to talk about that the first time the song came out, but I just didn't. But since these people just keep coming up in the media, I decided that maybe this is a sign letting me know that I should talk about it. But anyways, she claimed in the video that she had posted that he was letting her stay at his penthouse or wherever he was living at while she was nursing her baby, their daughter. And so I think I did say breastfed, but she wasn't breastfeeding him. She was just feeding her through with a regular bottle. But she claimed that he was letting her stay there in his house. And so then all of a sudden, I guess he decided he didn't want her there no more because he just didn't want her. That was the thing. This is the type of guy that he is. Now, she is giving me, he's going to treat y'all like that, but he's not going to do me like that kind of vibes from Dani. I'm just being honest. That's what it seemed like. She was really trying to think that he wasn't going to do her like that. Like she was, she was better than everybody else. This same young man who has a history of not treating women right, not respecting women, is going to do her better just because she's her, just because she's a pseudo yellowbone. That's what she was giving me. But again, we've said this so many times. People have said this so many times in the media. If there is a man, clearly this young man does not he's a self-hating individual. And anybody who picks somebody and labels them a preference based off of their self-hatred, that's not y'all's relationship. It's not going to go anywhere you want it to, because the premise of the relationship isn't based on love. It's not based on if he cares about you. And the root of that self-hatred, all the problems that it causes, it's going to cause problems no matter who he's with. And this is evident. This has been evident. People have gone through this and done this in the past. Now, I really don't understand women like Dani Lee. They get in the industry and they act like they don't know how people act. A lot of people in the industry, this is what they're like. They get to a point where they feel like they don't have to commit to anybody. They don't have to treat anybody right. They can have whatever they want to with no strings attached and no accountability. If he wants multiple women, he feels like he can have multiple women and treat them poorly if that's what he wants. Who's going to stop him? People tried to cancel him for the, comments he made during that one concert, but did it really work? Not really. So for him, as for him, I don't understand how a man can have somebody. I get it, that's not your wife, and he probably didn't even consider her his girlfriend, whatever. But that is the mother of your child, and she's nursing your child in your house, and all of a sudden you're just basically like, I don't want you here no more. So you put her under the impression that you want her there, that you're going to house her, and for I don't know how long, I don't know what the arrangement was, but from the way they was acting, he made it seem like, she made it seem like he was keeping her, there, letting her stay there, that he was going to allow her to live there and nurse their daughter. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, he was like, I don't want you here no more. Like, I want you out. Like, get out. And it wasn't even like look, by tomorrow, I need your stuff packed. Like, you can call somebody, like, I'll call you an Uber and like bring you to a hotel, but like, I need you out of my house like by tomorrow, so pack your stuff tonight. Like, even like that would have been messed up, but that would have been better than what he did. No, he just got up there, put it on the phone, was talking about some, yeah, I gotta protect myself. And then it's like, first of all, y'all are in y'all's house. She is like, she's not made up. She's like in the bed nursing their child. Like, you literally put her on camera for like everybody to see in one of the worst positions ever. Like, like that was just, I don't even know what to say about that, to be honest. But then he called the police, I guess, to try and like, make her get out or whatever. And they, they legit showed up there like, and she's talking about some, y'all need to talk to him because he's the one who called the police. And he's steady trying to kick her out of his house. And I'm just like, so what about your daughter? Like, these videos, they don't ever go away. Unless I guess you pay somebody to scrub the internet. Like, these videos are not going to go away. Like, when your child becomes like our age, she's gonna look at that and be like, wow, my dad kicked me and my mother out when I was just 3 months old, and she was trying to nurse me out of the blue. Like, how could you be so cruel? Then she was crying all over Instagram or wherever she was live streaming, talking about, I can't believe he, blah, 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 saying the N-word. And I just like, I started losing empathy for her more and more as the moments passed. The person who I honestly really feel bad for is that baby, because, well, that baby and them other babies that have to grow up like with them and people like them as parents, because they did not ask for that. They do not deserve that. Anyway, so some people I feel like are a bit split. Like, some people are like, okay, yeah, she was like tripping because she saw all the red flags. Like, like I said, this is the baby we talking about. She saw all the red flags, and she still chose to be with him. She even made, like a mockery out of other women, basically, like I said, again, doing the whole, he might treat y'all like that, but he ain't gonna do me like that. And went out of her way to try to prove to the world that he wasn't going to do her dirty like he did them other women. And then when he did, she wanted to cry. So a lot of people did not feel sorry for her. That's the the kind of tough part. Some people did not feel sorry for her. Now other people were like, you know what? She didn't deserve it, but I mean, she chose to be with him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a little bit in the middle. I won't say she deserved what happened to her, because like I said, what he did was more than messed up. It was like worse than messed up. But she chose to be with him. Like, this is what happens when you go out of your way. Like I said, the things she did, I don't know, with me, I am an empathetic person. Like, I try to be nice, but if you, like, we all saw the red flags. Like, everybody knows, like, people who aren't good to be in a relationship with. Like, but she thinking, like I said, that she's better than everybody and that he's going to be nice to her. Like, no, boo. He has problems, and he's going to take those problems out on you at some point in time. And you being you is not enough to make him change. Like, if he doesn't want to change because he wants to change, because he doesn't get up and be like, but you know what? I'm tired of acting like this. I'm tired of like hurting the people around me. I want to do better. Like, if he doesn't do that, if he doesn't say that, if he doesn't want to change, he's not going to change. You being you, like I said, your pseudo yellow bone self is not going to make him change. Okay. Like I said, it's just a matter of time before he treats you just like the other ones. And she's not the first one to be in the position that she's in, or to have done what she has done and then get, the backlash, the consequences of her poor actions. And she's probably not going to be the last. That's the sad part. And to make this whole situation just that much worse, apparently she was with him again after all of that had happened, having unprotected, reckless, irresponsible sex again, enough for her to get pregnant again, for the same man that treated her publicly like garbage, literally like garbage. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. That's all I can really say about that situation, that part right there. Like I said before, it's hard for me to feel something for her because, like I said before, she saw the red flags. I know she did. And she still chose to be with him. She still chose to have a baby. You can say, "Oh, well, it takes two," and that's very true. But at some point in time, y'all can't be two both ignorant and immature people in a relationship. One of y'all has to be mature enough to say, "Look, if you don't want to put on a condom, I'm not having sex with you." Or if I can't have sex with you with a condom on, we're not having sex. At some point, somebody's got to be, the responsible person. Y'all can't both be irresponsible and in a relationship having babies. That's not how it works, you know. But anyways, even though I find it hard to feel, bad for her, I still want her to do better as a person. Like I've got nothing against her as a person. I just want her to do better. I want her to find out the root of why she keeps making bad decisions like this. She keeps being disrespectful to people on the internet. I just want people to see, like I said, the root problem, people to do some self-reflection, to address what they've done, to be better, to reconcile, to do better. Like I want her to do better. I honestly do. That's the end goal. Like, there was somebody on TikTok who I saw the other day, even people who do stuff that's offensive and wrong and disrespectful, like the baby too. I want them both to do better. I want them both to be better people. But at the end of the day, that's something they have to want and they have to work for. They have to see the error of their ways. They gotta take accountability for the stupid choices that they make, are making, have made, and continue to make. And they've got to do better. Until they do, these kind of things are gonna keep happening. Now, I do feel bad for their baby because she's got to grow up with them as parents. And like I said, no child deserves irresponsible parents. They're so worried about doing goofy stuff instead of making sure their baby is coming up in a functional, safe, and healthy household or home, or in a family that's, like I said, safe, functional, and healthy. That's why I feel bad for her. I feel bad for the baby. And like I said, I really do hope one or both of them, well, both of them, but like I said, we all know how these situations usually go. They don't usually get their lives together, unfortunately. But my hope is for both of them to be better people, to themselves, to other people, and parents for their child or children, because he has other children. But anyways, this whole situation was goofy, and when I was laughing, I wasn't laughing because it was funny. I mean, I guess in a way, in like a dark humor way, it's funny, but I was laughing because I was trying not to be mad. But anyways, like I said, I love children. I don't want to have any of my own because, like, I know, like I've babysat a lot and it's fun. I like babysitting other people's kids, but that's only for like a couple of hours out of the day, like 2 to 4, maybe 6 hours out of the day. Like, you send them back home with their parents and then they take it from there. I don't have to worry about getting woke up in the middle of the night, having like breastfeed, or and I don't have to worry about carrying a baby, having it ripped through my stomach or something like that. I get that's the wonders of childbirth. Childbirth is not a bad thing. Motherhood is not a bad thing, but sometimes for me personally, I don't feel like I'm I want that for me. But like I said, I still love babies. I still love to babysit them and help their mothers take care of them. But I love children, and whenever I see stuff like this happening, like parents, like I said, being irresponsible, knowing that child has to grow up with them, it triggers me. We talk about stuff that, people get offended, people get triggered, but I get triggered whenever I see two irresponsible individuals trying to bring a child into the world. I'm gonna be honest, I get very, very triggered, and it makes me sad, it makes me angry too. So that's why I want, at the end of the day, like I said, despite everything, I want them to be better people for that baby. Like, forget everything else, forget everybody else. I want them to be better for that baby. And that's what I hope happens. But like I said, we know how these situations usually go. But anyways, y'all tell me what you think in the comments down below.